2018 East Coast Classic Rally Series.
Bateman's Bay was the destination, and the AMH Automotive Group Rally of the Bay was round 4 of the East Coast Classic Rally Series, with 31 of the best classic cars in Australia doing battle for the Classic Rally crown. Ben Barker and Damien Long were at their first East Coast Classic Rally, but they're no strangers to this category, having won last year's Alpine Rally.
Yeah, no, look, I wanted to support the East Coast Classic to whatever calibre I could, but I couldn't commit to the championship, but it was good to turn up and support it here at the Bay.
His biggest rival here at the AMH Rally of the Bay will be Thomas Dermody in the Ford Escort.
He's a great competitor. He's supporting the series, he's sponsor of the series, and he's a very aggressive driver, and yeah, I don't know, he'll be a tough one to beat.
Going into the service, Barker was 12 seconds out in front.
Yeah, no, we're having a good run. It's always good to see how far you can get up amongst the four-wheel drives to stir them up a bit, but we had a good first stage, and then the stage flowed quite well, so it suited the two-wheel drive car.
Thomas Dermody and Owen Moynihan have been a picture of consistency all year, but here at the Bay they'll have Barker in front of them on the road.
Oh yeah, well there's no better benchmark than Ben, we keep an eye on what he's doing, and if we're anyway close we'll be happy enough there. We should be doing okay if we keep close to him.
And as expected, Dermody was fast, but not quite as fast as Barker. Dermody managed to equal Barker's time in stage 2, but played second fiddle for the rest of the day. He was again consistent second quickest on every other stage. Jack Monkhouse decided to get the Datsun 180B out of the garage. His last event was the 2017 Alpine Rally, but he wasn't here to necessarily win.
I only just pulled the door stickers from the Alpine off the car half an hour ago, so it's still very fresh and still building and developing, so we've even got the old tyres from the Alpine on it. I'm just here to do some miles and enjoy the day and have some fun.
Monkhouse had teamed up with experienced co-driver Katie Fletcher for this event, and as you'd expect, Jack was fast. His times throughout the day were in the top 5, but more often the top 3. Cole and Scott Fletcher were off to a good start after a series of difficulties in the Gemini at previous events. They were equal 4th in the first East Coast stage, but it wasn't to last. Forced to retire with an electrical issue.
Into right foot.
Michael O'Hagan and Michael Benson in another Mark II Escort were once again faced with a rally full of bad luck. They steered straight on through some bull dust, damaging the front wing and apron of the Mark II Escort.
Same thing again, ran out of town. Just 2 sand days, just the car wouldn't turn, straight into a tree. Then we got beach, couldn't get out, we had to go digging. We just got wedged between the tree, so you just bent the wing. Everything else is straight, so hopefully I just want to finish.
They battled on, even setting a top 5 stage time in the third last of the day. They may have finished last of the classics, but to just finish was a feat in itself.
Just glad to finish one for a change. It's getting a bit much there.
Rob Inall and Lizzie Fermé were another 2 experienced dramas. They had overheating issues and were forced to short shift to keep the temperature under control. Their best time was 6th quickest in the second of the East Coast stages, despite the dramas. They fixed the problem at the first service and finished the classic event just inside the top 10 in 9th outright. Join us for part 2, where we'll wrap up the outright positions and take a look at a few of the other classic cars battling for positions.